student returns to his room, still shaken. Before getting into bed, he checks underneath, just in case. Everything looks fine. Then, suddenly, his ball rolls across the floor by itself. He freezes. Nah, just a coincidence, he says, forcing a laugh. But when the blanket beside him moves, he screams, only to find out it was another prank. His friends roar with laughter, and he tries to laugh too, his heart pounding. Later that night, the YouTuber student can't sleep. He plays soft music to calm his nerves. Across the dorm, another student sits alone in the art room, sketching quietly. His face is pale, his eyes cold and distant. The next morning, the ghost expert waits outside the classroom, checking each student's temperature before they enter. Ghosts have cold bodies, he says confidently. Everyone's temperature is normal until he reaches the artist. The thermometer shows an unusually low reading. Thinking it's broken, he touches the artist's hand, and it's ice cold. He notices the boy's pale skin, his lifeless expression. Fear creeps up his spine. He suspects this is the one, but he can't tell anyone yet. Later, the YouTuber walks past the art room again and finds the same student sitting alone, painting the same picture as before, whispering something under his breath. It looks like a ritual. The YouTuber starts recording, planning to post it online. Back in class, the principal plays an educational video for them to study, but halfway through, a ghostly figure flashes across the screen. Everyone gasps. The martial arts student nearly jumps out of his chair until one of the others bursts out laughing. Gotcha! It was a prank. The bookworm snaps. Enough! Exams are coming up. Stop wasting time with these stupid ghost stories. But no one believes him anymore. There are 21 students in the classroom, not 20. The ghost expert steps forward again. I have a way to reveal the ghost, he says confidently, licking his hand and looking around at them one by one. Before anyone can ask what he's doing, a loud thud hits the window. A black crow slams into the glass, leaving a streak of blood before flying away. Silence falls. No one moves, and for the first time, they all start to believe. Everyone is shaken by what just happened. The blood on the window, the crow, the eerie silence that followed. Still, they try to convince themselves it was just a coincidence. Just then, a student walks in, carrying the painting the artist had been working on. I found this in the art room, he says, setting it down. When they look closely, they freeze. The canvas is splattered with what looks like blood, and bird feathers cling to its surface, the same as what they saw outside the window. The YouTuber quickly pulls out his phone. You guys need to see this. He plays the video he filmed earlier, the artist alone in his room, moving his hands in strange patterns as if performing some ritual. The ghost expert student remembers the icy cold skin, the pale face. It's him, he says quietly. It has to be. He's the ghost. They all turn toward the artist. Tell us the truth, one of them says. Are you the ghost? The artist stares at them for a moment, then bursts out laughing. You really think I'm a ghost? He lifts his hands, showing them the scarf wrapped around his wrists and a small charm hanging from his neck. These protect me. No spirit could ever wear something like this. He glares at them. Find someone else to blame. I'm done with your stupid ghost stories. Do you think I'm some holy ghost? I was praying in the art room, praying for God to protect us and banish the spirit that's haunting this class. And this is how you thank me? He stands up, angry. Maybe next time I should pray that God takes you instead, so I can finally have peace. They awkwardly apologize, realizing they were wrong. When they ask about his cold hands, he explains calmly, it's a condition, nerve damage. My body temperature's always low, not because I'm dead. The others nod, embarrassed. He's cleared of suspicion. That night, frustration fills the dorm. They still have no clue who the ghost is. Instead of studying, they decide to stay up watching a horror movie, half laughing, half terrified. The YouTuber keeps checking his phone. His video of the artist has gone viral, thousands of views overnight. Smirking, he decides to use it for content. When everyone else falls asleep, he quietly starts a live stream. Hey guys, he whispers to the camera. I'm inside the haunted classroom right now. I'm going to prove there's a ghost. As he walks in, he spots the school guard standing by the broken window. The man jumps, startled. What are you doing here? The student asks. The guard hesitates. Just checking the glass. I'll replace it tomorrow. He hurries away. The YouTuber shrugs and goes live again, panning the camera across the dark classroom. His followers flood the comments. We don't see anything. Prove it. Fine, he whispers. I downloaded a ghost detection app. Let's try it. He walks slowly, the app radar flashing on his screen. Then, a faint shape appears beside him. Wait, what is that? He gasps. He turns left, then right. Every time, the figure shifts, following him. Suddenly, the shape disappears, and before he can react, a ghostly figure manifests right in front of him. He stumbles backward, terrified. In the next instant, the figure vanishes through the door. The YouTuber runs after it, but the hallway is empty. Meanwhile, the studious student sleeps soundly in his room. Something black and shadowy creeps up up to his desk, its long fingers scribbling across his papers. His alarm clock rings, and when he opens his eyes, everything is normal again, but he feels weak, drained, like something inside him has changed. The next day, the principal calls him into the office. "What's wrong with you lately?" he asks. "Your grades have dropped. You look exhausted." The student apologizes quietly. "I'll do better next time." But as soon as he leaves, he tears up his exam paper in frustration. Deep down, he knows this all started with the ghost. Later, his friend, the one whose grandmother is said to be a spiritual healer, promises to help. "She lives in Beirut," he says, "but she taught me how to make an exorcism charm. I'll get you one that evening." Before entering class, the students greet the school guard. He nods stiffly, avoiding their eyes, like he's hiding something. Inside, the ghost expert begins sprinkling salt on the floor. "Spirits fear salt," he mutters. The class president storms in, furious. "What are you doing?" He slams his phone on the desk, showing the YouTuber the viral clip. "You posted this? You exposed us to the whole school. No one's face is visible," the YouTuber argues. "It's just for views." The president grabs him by the collar. "You'll get us in trouble. Delete it." Now tension fills the room. The students blame every strange thing on the ghost. "If only we knew who it was," one mutters. "We'd throw them out ourselves." The artist suddenly speaks up. "I know who it is." Everyone looks at him. "It's John." They turn toward John, stunned. "That's impossible. He ate the beans with us. His temperature was normal. Even the guard saw him that night." The artist only smirks. "You're all blind." They think he's joking, and no one listens. Later that night, we learn the truth. The studious student had asked his friend to bring him the exorcism charm. The friend places it carefully above the bed, hoping it will keep evil away. When John, his roommate Irori, enters, he smiles politely and offers tea. "Thanks for always being nice to me," he says softly. He climbs onto his bed, but the moment he touches the charm, his back begins to burn. Pain sears through him. He leaps up, gasping. His roommate stirs. "Where are you going?" John stammers. "Bathroom. Just the bathroom." He runs to an empty room and stares into the mirror. His reflection shows burn marks across his back from the charm. That's when the truth unravels. John is the ghost. He was the one who pretended to eat the beans, secretly throwing them away. He was the one who made the papers and cards fly during the summoning game. The haunting began with him. We learn that he's the extra student in their class, but he likes them and doesn't want to be different from them. All he wants is to stay with them. The next day at school, the studious student meets his friend who had taken the spell from him. His friend tells him that thanks to it, he was finally able to sleep well for the first time. Grateful, he thanks him and suggests getting another spell to place by the partition so the ghost can't enter their room. His friend tries to get another one, but his grandmother warns him not to tell anyone that she's a fortune teller, fearing the rumors spreading in the class. All the students are still worried about the ghost story, except for the idle student, who's the only one actually happy. He walks in holding a teddy bear, and his friends tease him, saying his girlfriend gave it to him as a gift. He excitedly asks them to take pictures with him. The others get jealous and try to scare him, joking that maybe his girlfriend looks just like him. He pretends not to care, but deep down, he's nervous and uneasy. During break, the students head to the cafeteria. One of them accidentally touches John's back and notices he flinches in pain. John becomes nervous and hides the truth that his back is burned from the spell by saying he fell while playing soccer. Meanwhile, the YouTuber student takes advantage of the empty classroom and starts a live stream for his followers using the ghost detecting app. But this time, nothing appears. His followers lose interest, and he ends the stream, frustrated. Determined to get attention again, he starts thinking of a new plan. Later, the class has a young teacher who tries to act cute and friendly to seem relatable, hoping one of the boys will notice her beauty. But when the principal enters and announces that someone broke her car window, her cheerful expression vanishes. Her real personality shows. She becomes furious, yells at them, and storms out. The students are left frightened. Just then, the electronic device in front of them suddenly starts working on its own. One student goes to turn it off, but it switches back on by itself, even faster this time. Panic spreads, and they think the ghost is behind it. John, feeling wrongly accused, snaps. "Guys, I didn't do anything," he shouts, grabbing the device and throwing it to the ground. But even then, it keeps running, shocking everyone. The YouTuber pretends that he was behind it all, claiming it was just a prank to scare them. He secretly films their reactions to post on his channel and prove there's a ghost in their classroom. Laughing proudly, he pulls a remote from his pocket and turns the device off. His classmates, terrified, believe the ghost is angry with them, but John insists that's impossible. Still, the YouTuber doesn't stop there. He keeps pulling pranks to scare them, like dropping a painting in front of them during break. The students grow tired of his tricks and start to hate the ghost even more. When they return to the classroom, they hear a song playing. The idle student follows the sound to the closet, where he finds his teddy bear, singing and covered in blood. Horrified, he tries to stop the song, but it won't stop. In a panic, he throws the bear to the ground and smashes it until it finally goes silent. The YouTuber is there, filming everything, laughing and thrilled that his plan worked. That night, the idle student is still shaken. He asks his roommate to sleep beside him for comfort, and they talk about all the strange things happening in class. They agree that if it continues, they'll transfer to another class, or even another school. Meanwhile, Al-Dahi gets ready to sleep and notices John still awake. He asks why he doesn't sleep early like usual. John nervously replies that he's busy studying and will sleep later, though in truth, he's afraid of the protective spell. Using his sharp observation, Al-Dahi realizes that John has no shadow, and that the ghost haunting their classroom has finally revealed itself. Later that night, the YouTuber uploads his prank videos before going to bed, delighted by all the new followers he's gained. The next day, the class president sees the videos and gets furious. He confronts the YouTuber, reminding him he was already warned not to post about the ghost. The YouTuber defends himself, saying, "Instead of getting mad, you should think of a way to find out who's behind all this so we can kick them out of class." But the president worries that if the teacher finds out, they'll all lose their scholarship. Meanwhile, the nerd meets his friend, whose grandmother is a fortune teller. His friend gives him a new charm for the classroom, an expulsion charm strong enough to make the ghost suffer until it leaves for good. But the nerd remembers his roommate John Wan, who cast no shadow while sitting in his chair. Still, he refuses to fear him. John had always been kind, offering tea and caring for him while he studied. So he returns the charm to his friend, saying he'll think about it and give him an answer later that night. Meanwhile, the YouTuber plots another prank, this time targeting the class president to get revenge and make everyone laugh. He hides in the closet while Baker calls the president from a strange number, pretending to be the ghost to scare him and secretly record his reaction. But things take a dark turn. The YouTuber suddenly gets a message on his own phone from the real ghost. It warns him to stop tormenting his classmates or he'll regret it. Terrified, he tries to shut off his phone but can't, so he throws it to the ground in fear. We finally learn that it was John, the ghost, who sent the message to scare Wasim, the YouTuber, and stop him from frightening others or ruining his own reputation. "Shame on you, boy," John says. "I'm a respectable ghost with a name and a place in this world. I'd